welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, that's weird to say, isn't it? I've never done this before, so you need to bear with me. I'm going to talk you through and answer all the questions that you asked me on Instagram, and if there's any products or anything that you've asked about, I will try and link it below so that you can find it. And yeah, I hope that you want to follow along this journey with me, and just bear with me while I find my feet, because this is like a whole new territory for me. Okay, so thank you. Okay, the first question is your go-to power tool when on a budget. So the way I started out was by buying all my tools secondhand on Facebook Marketplace. Good quality power tools, they last a long while, so you can buy them secondhand and they'll still have plenty of life in them. I would go for a impact drill. Is that what it's called? Impact drill? Yeah, because you can do so much with it. Here in the UK you have to put raw plugs in if you want to hang a picture up. So you can use it for that. You can, you know, put together furniture, you can build stuff. So I would say invest in one of them, because there's a lot of DIY projects or even easy decorating things that you're going to need that for. Another thing I use a lot is my cheap Amazon angle cutter. I've talked about it before. It's really good, it's really cheap. I think it's £19, and you can cut strip wood to add to any bit of furniture or doors or walls or whatever, to create like paneling and depth on like upcycle pieces or whatever. And I think if you buy that, anyone can make those nice square paneling bits that you can just put on anything. So I think that's really a really good and cheap handy tool if you don't have a big like circular saw or a miter saw. You can get the same effect on smaller bits of wood by using that, and I think it's £19 or something of Amazon, but I will link it below. The second question is, do you miss Norway? Yes and no. I miss my friends and my family and the scenery. I don't necessarily miss my everyday life there, because growing up it wasn't very nice. Obviously I have nice memories and stuff, but I never really felt at home. I moved a lot, and after kind of reaching my teenage years, I didn't really have like a home. I didn't feel like I had a home. I did, but it didn't feel like home in the same way as, you know, it feels like I got a home now. So maybe that's why I really like it here, because this is the first time I felt like I'm at home. I don't know if it is because we own our own house, or if it's the area, the people, I don't know, but so that's a yes and a no. What are your most affordable favourite Scandi brands? So Søstrene Grene is my all-time favourite. I used to shop there when I lived in Norway, and they have just opened up UK online shops and loads of stores around the UK as well last year, 2023. So I'm super excited about that. It's really affordable, really, you know, Scandinavian as you would think of Scandinavian. They got everything from arts and craft to decoration bits, kitchen stuff. Absolutely love that shop. Other than that is Jysk, that's how you say it in Norwegian. They have an online shop here in the UK and a few shops up north, I think. They're also quite affordable and same kind of style, but simpler, I'd say, a bit more modern maybe than Søstrene Grene. And then of course you got IKEA. Some people love it, some people hate it. I have mixed feelings. Sometimes I want to buy everything in there, and other times I go in and I can't find anything. So yeah, those are the top three I'd say, that I can think of right now anyway. So the next question is, where are you from? So I am from Norway. I was born there and I grew up there, and I moved to the UK 11 years ago. 11 years this year, I think, yeah. So I grew up in Molde, which is a small town on the coast, surrounded by mountains and fjords, and it's gorgeous. It's really, really, really nice. And the next one is just somebody saying, oh my god, I'm so happy to see this. Thank you. I feel a lot of pressure by doing this because it's something new and it's scary, but I'm hoping that you'll stick around and just be patient with me. Oh my gosh, okay. How exciting. Can we see some fashion styling advice, please? Yes. I am mostly in my DIY clothes, I must be honest, and I do like comfy clothes. But when I do get dressed properly, I can show you if you want. Might do like a weekly roundup of outfits, or seasonal styling or something like that. I'm quite floral in the summer. I like big dresses because I like to dress comfortably, and in the winter I look like a tomboy. But I'm trying to bring more feminine, pieces for the winter wardrobe. So yes, I can do that if you want to see that. Somebody saying, following from Sweden. Oh, that's so nice. I love your account. I want a house just like yours, not easy in Scandinavia. That is so funny because I'm literally trying to change my UK house to look like a Scandinavian home. So let's swap now. I adore Scandinavian houses. I miss them so much. I miss living in a wooden, warm, dry house. British houses are not the greatest, especially kind of like the age of our house is not great. It's poorly insulated, really rubbish windows, bad air circulation, damp, wet, cold, rubbish heating. There is nothing that you would want in a UK house. If you live in Sweden, I would, yeah. However, you can make it look nice because it is like a blank canvas. All the walls are just plastered, and it's quite easy to add character by adding, wallpaper or paneling or texture to the walls or to the room. So yeah. However, I love period houses, and my big goal in life is to one day have a UK period property. That would be lovely. So fingers crossed for me. Somebody said, whatever you do, you'll be brilliant. That's really nice, thank you. Any info on putting up paneling in a hallway? I'm going to attempt it myself. Well, that's just become a lot easier because B&Q and Homebase and places like that have just brought out like a DIY paneling kit. So all the bits are ready made, ready cut. You can just use like no nails and glue them to the wall. It's made it a lot easier. When I first started doing my paneling in the hallway, I just cut everything off by hand. I used wood, it warped, it was really tricky. Using MDF is a lot easier, especially if your house is not straight, because you can kind of like shape it to fit the wall. A lot easier than using real wood, and cheaper. So I would maybe look into that. If not, the English paneling company has those ready-made tongue and groove style panels made from MDF, and they are amazing. We use them in the bathroom, and I'm planning on using them again in the kitchen to add a bit more texture. So I would recommend something like that, and I think Wix sell those as well, but smaller. And if you want to add it to a whole wall, the English wall paneling, I think that's what it's called, I will link it below. They have big sheets, so I really recommend them, and they're local to me, so it's nice to support smaller local businesses as well. I love your Instagram feed. Do you use any apps for videos or photos? Yes, I do. I don't edit anything in Instagram because it's so unstable. I think I've tried to edit 2 reels there before and it just crashes. The text is all over the place. The video is cut off, it's upside down, sideways, God knows what, it's awful. I don't recommend editing in Instagram. My favourite video app is InShot. You can add music, you can add text, you can download different fonts to it so that you can change it up and have something different than everyone else. It's great for doing voiceovers. You can adjust like brightness in there if it's a bit dark. You can add pictures to the screen if you want to like show products whilst you're talking about something, or yeah, it's really good and user friendly. And for my photos I edit in Lightroom, which is the free mobile version of Adobe Photoshop. Yeah, had to think. I've just been playing around with that for a few years and I found a way of editing that works for me, and what I've done is that I've made my own preset. So every time I take pictures I import it to Lightroom and then I apply that preset that I've made. And it's quite easy to make your own preset. Once you've found like adjustments that you use, you can save it as your own preset and then use that on all the pictures on your feed so that you get a nice cohesive style. Obviously you might want to add or adjust a little bit depending on, you know, the lighting and that in the room, but that's a really nice way to get it all looking lovely. And then sometimes if I'm making a cover photo for a reel, I will first edit it in Photoshop and then bring it back into InShot and add my text there so the text matches the text in the reel in the videos, if that makes sense. And then sometimes I use a video editing app. It's like a presets app for videos called Tessa. So you can add presets to videos. Sometimes if I just want a different feel, I might do that. You want to have to adjust them a bit because they're quite strong. But there's a few there that gives a nice tone to your videos, and I don't feel like any other apps I've tried done that to mobile videos anyway. It's different if you film using like a proper camera, you don't want to use that. But if you're filming with your phone and you want to add a bit of something to it, then Tessa is a good one for that. Okay, somebody said, how big, in brackets small, is your house? So our house is 53 square meters. It's quite small. That's the main house. We also have a detached annex with a kitchenette, living room, bedroom area and a bathroom and a hallway. I haven't showed a lot of it. I might show a bit more of it this year. And then I have this studio now. So obviously those two areas are not attached to our house, but our house is 54 square meters. And we have 2 bedrooms, a hallway, bathroom, small kitchen and living room, and that's it. Nothing else. No storage cupboard. No stairs to hide things under, no spare toilets, that's it. And we got 2 kids. So yeah, it's a challenge. Do you regret leaving your job to do content creation? No, I don't. It's the best decision I've ever made. Scary, yes. Unpredictable, yes. But I feel alive. I feel like I can be myself. I feel like I can be creative. I feel like I'm improving my house whilst doing it. I feel like I'm improving our family life because it just gives me more flexibility. It gives me a chance to be with the kids during half term, and I can be there to pick them up from school, playgroup, and yes, it's very nice, and I feel very lucky to have had this opportunity. I'm calling it an opportunity. I don't feel like it is, because I worked my bum off for it. I've worked for 4 years to get to this point, so yes, I worked really hard for it, and I'm planning on working even harder and achieve more this year. That's my goal. Do you work for clients? I don't know what you mean. I work with brands, if that's what you mean. I do paid collaborations with brands, and that is my main income. I don't take on any work for clients, if that's what you mean, like styling wise, but I might be open to it if, you know, anyone wants that. That's a big scary task though, so we'll see. But currently no to clients, but yes to working with brands. No question, just here to say I'm looking forward to it. That is very nice, thank you. Who inspires you? What do you watch on YouTube? My first ever Instagram inspiration, and if we're doing it in like an Instagram sense maybe, is Abby from the White Thistle. She's one of the first people that I followed, and I just adore her. And then Mel, Little Terraced House, she is now my agent, but I followed her from very early on, and she's just a powerhouse. Those two people, powerhouses. In general, in life, my grandma that has passed away, she inspired me to be a better person. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. That's a sensitive subject. Okay, I watch, and I'm very inspired by Lydia Millen. She's like way up there, but I followed her for 10 years. She was one of the first people that I started following when I came to the UK. She was doing fitness at the moment, at that time, and I was trying to get fit after having my first baby, and I just stumbled across her on Instagram, and I thought she looked pretty. And then I started watching her YouTube videos, and I've just seen her grow from what she was back then, and it's really, really inspiring. She's just out of this world, beautiful and talented, and yeah. So I watch Lydia Millen every week. I've done it for 10 years. And then I watch McKenna. She's American. Her account is Exo McKenna here on YouTube. She's doing kind of what I want to do. I feel like we could be friends. She's like a little bit of me. Everything she does, like room makeovers, antique shopping, just cozy home vibes. Oh, I love her. She's just such a happy, inspiring person, and yeah, I love watching her videos. And then I watch Lone Fox, and he is just so creative, and I just love everything that he does. He's just so inspiring. He has just the wildest ideas, and he does so much, and he achieves so much. So yeah. And then I really enjoy watching Toby, Toby's Home. I follow him on Instagram, and he's just the kindest, and I just love everything. Love. So yeah, so that's who I kind of watch on a regular. And then sometimes I just watch like people's house tours, and I don't really know who they are. I just like looking in people's houses. So yeah, I think those are the main people. Oh no, Lily Pebbles, yes. Oh my gosh, she's also a favourite. I've watched her probably for 8 years, and yeah, she's just such a nice, genuine person. She just seems like a real down-to-earth, lovely person, and I can relate to a lot of the things that she's going through. And yeah, she's just so nice. So yeah, those are the people that inspire me and that I watch on a regular basis here on YouTube. And yeah, I hope you liked this little Q&A, and I will be coming up with more things to show you. If there's anything that you'd like to see, please pop it in the question box below and the comment box below. And please like, subscribe. I know everyone's saying this, but especially when you're starting up, this makes such a difference because it will make YouTube see that I'm, you know, likable, and it would help share my account with others, and that way I can create more content for you. So yeah, please, if you like what you see, hit that button, and I will see you soon with more updates on my 2024 projects and whatever else I might come up with.